Derek,
JB.
aka DB.
Nice to see you.
You like the fact I put my Bond accent on.
I did, you sounded like James Bond there.
And welcome everyone here indeed back to Power to Mind Academy.
We are at Power to Mind Academy.
And we are here with Derek Borthwick, our neuro-linguistic expert. And we're here at sunny Edinburgh, the day after the Edinburgh International Festival. Indeed, when the good acts pack out, DB and GB pack in. So here we are.
To no crowds, obviously.
To no crowds indeed. And Derek, we're going to talk about sales.
We are going to talk about sales today, JB.
And what do we mean by that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. What do we mean? Well, sales, I like to think of sales as customer communication or client communication. And it's in essence how we communicate a thought or an idea to another person. Now, in the past, I've been in a number of training courses where they were talking about always be selling and ABC and this sort of thing. And I think that model is outdated because people always resist what they're told and accept what they conclude. So the key with sales is not to try and promote something that you want, it's to make sure that you're actually satisfying the customer's need. Do they want that? Now, you want to create the need, sure, but there has to be a need there in the first place, because otherwise you end up selling things that are inappropriate, you get buyer's remorse, and it doesn't build long-term relationships, which is not good for any business.
So it's all real about moving away from that 1980s type sales model. And when I think about that, it's shoulder pads, boiler rooms and Depeche Mode. And who doesn't want to get away from Depeche Mode? But when you talk about sales, you're also talking about two different scenarios.
I am talking about two scenarios, yeah. If you look at there's two sorts of sales type scenario. There's one where I call the Me Too. This is where you're selling a product or service where somebody already is buying that. So you're trying to substitute what you have with what they already have bought. Now you have to be very, very careful there, because when you do that, you are in essence attacking somebody's criteria and values. We touched on this before, for the very reasons why somebody bought that product. And in essence, you're going to get revivification as they go back and justify the purchase. The second one is what I call it's a change in behavior type approach, JB. So that's where they haven't got the product or service at the moment. This is something new and you're promoting it to them. Now the difference between the two is, in a Me Too, it's more competitive because they obviously are buying it in the first place. Okay. You're trying to shift something. The second one is less competitive, but the problem is that you're actually asking people to have a change in behavior. So it's a bit like me coming to you when you're playing your LPs at night and saying, JB, you know, I'd like you to start using a CD player. Change your behavior. You're a little bit reluctant at first. Well, what is this CD? What's this all about?
My answer is, does Depeche Mode come on CD?
I hope not.
No,
I hope it's not on anything, actually.
And from that, therefore, what is the biggest problem you see in sales, and frankly, how do you go about fixing it?
Yeah, the biggest problem I see are the rapid presenters, JP. These are people who, instead of finding out what the customer actually wants, they maybe ask one question. So they may say, for example, if we use investment, are you using any American funds? And you may say yes. And then as you've said that, out comes the book and they run through the presentation. Then you get to the end of the presentation and you ask, how big is the fund? And you find out that their fund is too small to invest in. So the biggest problem there is these rapid presenters. And they're so keen to present the product to the buyer, to the client, that they don't actually find out and find all the information. So how can we fix it? The best way to do this is to imagine almost a sales funnel. So imagine it's almost, the client's got a secret and you've got to try and find that out. So imagine all the information at the top of the funnel.
I'm imagining.
And then you're gradually coming down the funnel, narrowing it down until there's only one thing that will actually fit at the bottom of the funnel that goes through.
Fantastic.
Power to Mind sales funnel.
There you go, the Power to Mind sales funnel. What a slogan, what a punchline. And I think that's probably as good a place to stop as anyway. Thanks everyone for tuning in to Power to Mind Academy. We do have a YouTube channel.
We've got a YouTube channel, yeah, which is YouTube/C/Power to Mind. That'll probably appear somewhere around the screen. Link in with us both as well, please. And I have the Power to Mind Academy modules coming soon. This is where all the training, I'm going to share with you all the secrets and things I've discovered from my experience and from all the research that I've done. I've made the mistakes, basically, so you don't have to, over the years, and I'm going to share that with you on these training modules, of which sales and client relations, client development will be one of them.
So in the sales theme, I also have the power to close, and I think on that, Derek, it's goodbye for me, goodbye from you, goodbye everyone. Thank you.
Goodbye, thanks for watching.